Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video and share. Also, if you want to follow me, you can follow me Raven_over on Instagram. Or also, you feel like, you know what, I'm going to donate to this channel. I'm going to help the ones who's like me. There's a PayPal on there. We're going to talk about depression that a lot of trans people and gay people, LGBTQ, suffer from these labels and stuff. And a lot of times, many don't like to speak about it because they want to like they're really strong, they could deal with it, they could do it, but in silence it's a silent killer. They do not want to talk about it. And I feel as though a lot of things that society has placed on us, we feel as though we're not accepted. We isolate ourselves from people, we stay away from people because we are two-spirit people as far as being trans. I understand we in a world that live of different, but how different are we really? Trans matters. I want to share this story, what I think about the poisoning against who you are and who you are told you should be. Welcome to
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
What's going on, people? It is a day of another day that we call Thursday. And with it being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Now I want to talk to you about something in reference to how come it is that every time a person tells their parents that they're gay or that they're two-spirit, that it's like they start crying. I notice the pattern always happens when it always, you have a conversation with your parents and stuff. And then sometimes if you meet your friends, you just start crying and basically telling them that, I'm trans or I'm gay, and they start crying like they are ashamed of what they've been informed of who they are. Because, let's talk about it. We hear comments in the car, we hear comments in school, we hear comments in, different places, stuff like that. Oh my God, you gay, you this, you that, blah, 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 no homo, whatever the case may be. And it becomes a problem that is something bad that we're being taught. And we go tell our parents, well, this is what I am. We start crying automatically because we know you're very, very much disappointed in the person God created us to be presented in front of you. And it's amazing, and I said this before, if you teach a person how to hate themselves so well, we live in a world where we kind of like start self-destructing. And they be like, well, I don't understand why people on drugs. You taught them how to hate who they are. And a lot of times, if you're lucky, they will tell you why they're upset. But if it's a man, he's not going to tell you. Sometimes the woman won't tell, but men won't tell. And that's when the destructive pattern begins. He go out and dog women, shoot people up. He don't care. Because at the end of the day, nobody really gave him a chance. And the only reason why nobody gave him a chance is because he never explained his situation. He was quiet. A man will shut down. In order to be a man, you have to keep it to yourself, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. You told him to disconnect his feelings from the world, and everything about him, his life and living, is not valid. He go out here, he create murders, he have children with women and stuff like that. He don't even care if he even see his firstborn and stuff like that. Because he is affected by your decision of what he needs to be. Instead of you men standing in your truth and fighting back, you submit. And I'll explain. And it happens to a lot of us. It even happened to me. Okay, I'll give you an example. As a child, I knew what I was. As a child, I knew the birth mother knew what I was. She kept trying to give a girl on boy, stuff like that, and she wanted to change me and stuff. And she kept me going around them and stuff like that. But they would always try to have sex with me. At the end of the day, mothers live. And the thing about it, I didn't express this back then because I liked it and I didn't want it to go away, so I stayed in that situation. There were young kids. There wasn't an old person. So forgive me if you're trying to get your molestation credits up. This ain't one of those videos. Sorry. So the thing is that, sorry, not sorry. So the thing is, I met a girl, stuff like that. If I just stood in my truth and be like, no, I don't like women, I'm going to be with, men, I stood there and I submitted to her. And the reason why I submitted because I wanted the acceptance of my mother. I wanted the acceptance of society. I wanted the acceptance of my family. So if I pushed that certain part of me away, and I prayed and prayed to God, asked God, why do you hate me so much? and make me this way, it would go away, and it didn't go away. And the thing about it is, I was taught through hearsay, not speaking up, that I was something bad. And the thing about it was, as I've gotten older and stuff, I learned a lot, and I'm going to learn a lot more. And the thing about it is that when, as an adult, I feel as though it's kind of influenced me now, the way I'm now. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be with a man, I don't know if I'm going to be with a woman. Because if I was stood in my truth, I've never been with a woman. But due to the fact that I wanted to do the right thing, I would be with her. And a lot of y'all don't understand exactly what I'm saying. No one really just still wanted to be gay. It was like, I don't want to be gay because I don't want to go through all these changes and challenges and stuff. You got to go through this, discrimination, being murdered, being killed, being bashed because of who I am, standing in front of my truth. And then we go to church, and then the church's like, well, if you're gay, I'm going to talk about it. God didn't make y'all that way. It is a demonic spirit. But at the end of the day, y'all are the same one that killed God's child, Jesus. But you want to throw something on us for being different. Not saying Jesus was gay. Don't get it all misconstrued. But I'm saying y'all did kill him. He sent his only begotten son down to this earth, and y'all murdered him. The same way y'all murdered in us. And I find it amazing how y'all separated. And the thing about it is that, and I say separate, I'm not talking about he was gay, so y'all misconstrued it again, but I'm saying is that someone was different and y'all murdered him. And I'm not saying y'all have been a journey, y'all know what I mean. So the thing is that we are taught to hate who we are, and we take this pattern on, and then men become attracted to the spirit, women are attracted to men. He sneaks his high down lifestyle, becomes very big, become very active, then the disease and everything started. A lot of times disease starts because he feels as though he don't want to be here anyway, so he don't really care. He has unsafe sex. Some men don't want to have safe sex anyway. I'm not going to exclude it because some men are just nasty. Some people just don't care. But at the end of the day, it becomes a problem of self-destructive behavior. And when I'm saying this is only because a lot of two-spirit women are very beautiful and they cannot find a man. A lot of gay men out here can't find a man. A lot of women, cisgender women, can't find a man because people are trained to be a certain way instead of standing in the truth. Let's be clear. We always stay focused on the gay men, but we never talk about the gay women. There are a lot of gay women on the DL. A lot of times, gay men get caught because women are gay. Women know the pattern of it. Women know the pattern of gayhood. The same thing that women do to other women. I'm gonna give you all an insight, especially you gay men. Do you know how you gay men see another guy and y'all give him a little signal that you're interested? That's the same thing women do. A lot of cisgender women don't know what I am exactly, and they throw the passes at me and stuff like that, trying to offer me some cootie cat, you know, and at the end I'm like, no, I'm not there yet. But I always feel as though if I stood in my truth, I probably would never be there. I would have never been there. I would never had that experience. But due to the fact I was taught to hate who I was, it is a brainwashing thing that's been taught to me as a child, always to adult. And the same thing when it comes to the church and stuff. It's like the biggest whore you got in church is usually the pastor's daughter and stuff. And not saying all pastor's daughters are whore, don't get it misconstrued. But at the end of the day, she is the most loosest one. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes the pastors even have sex with the male congregation as well as the female. Not all exclusive. I'm saying everybody. I did not say everybody, but I'm saying it is what it is. And this pattern that we create, we taught to hate who we are. We go to our parents, we say, talk to we already cry. And sometimes the parents will say, well, you know what, I love you, my child. But then the thing that gets me is the ones that throw your child away. And I always get upset with me, and I'm trying to get too personal with it, but it becomes a very hit close to home. It's the fact that you pushed all this stuff into a parent's mind that was weak-minded, because they couldn't stand to love the child that God sent that wasn't stillborn, wasn't birth defect. The simple fact of the matter is that too armed, too late, and was productively moving through the world. But you taught that parent into throwing their child away on the street. Now that child is murdered, and at the end of the day, this parent still as though they did the right thing as this child being murdered. And I find it to be very questionable that y'all never sit back and say, we should have done that. Y'all sit back and go, oh, the Lord give us and the Lord take us away. Really? You know, like when the Lord gave y'all Jesus and he took him away because y'all killed them. And the thing that gets me is that I just find it so amazing how y'all separate yourselves from that when that part happens. That there is a child that's out here and stuff that could have a different life if you told them, listen, God loves you. God loves you for your sins. God loves you for who you are. God loves you for the person that he created you to be. Love that child the same way you want God to love you. Period. The end. Not no throw that child away. Get rid of this child. A lot of children will never know their parents as they growing older. These parents are getting older. They go into old senior citizens home.
A shocking fact, over 50% of nursing home staff admit to mistreating their residents. Now, it's stating that the thought of your loved ones being abused in a nursing home is terrifying. When you make the difficult decision to place a family member in a nursing home, you trust that the facilities, the faculty, and the staff will care and protect your relatives from harm. Unfortunately, this is always not the case. Nursing home abuse is a serious problem in Georgia and throughout the United States.
Children don't get abused so much by the child that the child don't even care if the parents live or die. And I always find it amazing how y'all separate yourself from that. There are a lot of older people that sit in the senior citizen home that their children they threw away, not all, but they threw their children away, and their children don't even care whether their parents lived or died, because of the simple fact of the matter is they felt as though they did the right thing. And they got they're inside the hospital, the nursing home, they got the nurses beating all on them. Not all nurses, they are misconstrued again. They don't really care for them. The parents are sitting inside of them diapers, can't be changed, because they stood by a decision that the church told them what was right. And at the end of the day, they're in these nursing homes. They're not being taken care of. They basically got bed bugs, sores over their body, because they thought they did the right thing, and yet they're being punished because they did not do the right thing. And at the end of the day, y'all are not taking responsibility for what you've done. I just find it amazing how you disconnect yourself from the whole thing as the parent sits inside of a nursing home dying because she threw her child away or he threw his child away because simple fact of the matter is that he thought that it was the right thing. I also find it amazing when the churches open up, seem like a church bashing video, but it's not supposed to be, that we have so many homeless people out here and stuff like that. And like I said before, it piggybacks off of what your church bring. Not saying every crime or everything out here has to do with church, but a lot of times we are taught as children to hate who we are when we introduce ourselves to our parents. And we introduce, let me tell you something, a parent's love could be so powerful, a parent's love could be so strong that anything against this word.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's rip it over YouTube. Hit the like button and share.
A mother's love could be so strong, so powerful. A father's love could be so strong, so powerful. And that's sad because if you eliminate the common denominator of those two people that are the parent as of a child, they're like the God to them. They words can make their children really strong and strengthen them or make them even weaker. And it's sad because a lot of times when it comes down to us, we're so broken spirit, we're coming from broken families. When fathers are not in the house or the mother's not in the house, the mother had a baby by God, she knows she couldn't even keep, and at the end of the day the child growing up looking like the father, and yet still the child is poisoned against the father. And there's so much negativity that's being brought on. And I always find it amazing people say, I'm so tired of y'all pushing the gay agenda, But look at the agenda that y'all push on to the gay people. You teach them that killing is wrong as long as they're not trans.
For some reason, the message has been clear that if you kill a trans woman, you can get off. But guess what? Not for long.
And I say that means that when one of us get murdered, the two-spirit women get murdered, first thing I'll say is, well, she shouldn't have been lying. She shouldn't have been doing that. But then when a female gets murdered, I can't even say female because all y'all don't even care about the women get murdered. It's so sad that y'all trying to show the righteousness of many things, but yet still, y'all don't come correct with a lot of righteousness. And I don't want to piggyback off of Malcolm X or Martin Luther King and how y'all, or Obama and stuff like that, how y'all didn't even stand behind them in a lot of cases, not all, but a lot of y'all don't even care, you know. And I find it amazing how you could be an activist and stand in the forefront and fight for your people. When you turn around, will they be standing there with you? And a lot of times, I hate to say, they will not. That's why I'm limited to where I say things, stuff like that, because I don't trust y'all. Y'all are the most mischievous, backstabbing people in my life. And I'm not saying everybody once again, but I'm just saying. And the thing about it is that it's so much brokenness about it. And a lot of times when it comes down to us, we're always explaining, listen, this is how it is. I was born and brought up. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. Just like when I got to the big thing with the girl, she's like, well, she's transgender. I know I'm not. Don't call me that. That's not what I am. They was like, well, what do you identify as? Female, bitch. That's what it says in my ID. That's what people. You're not gonna slavery
which
renaming
goes
me.
back into 1764. Slaves are property and can be sold. Masters can do as they like with their slaves. Masters can destroy slaves' culture. Slaves are given new names. Slaves can be killed. Slaves cannot marry. Slaves cannot be educated. Slave must be locked up at night. Slave must wear a ball and chain. Slaves cannot become Christians. Slaves cannot possess property or slash sell anything. All blacks are slaves. Slave children are properties of the master. Stay woke. Unless you still sleep, it has all been
Now you
written.
can call me anything you want to call me, but it's what I answer to that becomes relevant. Now if I answer to man, if I answer to transgender, then that's my problem. That you have a conversation with myself because I allowed you to rename me without my permission. So that's the conversation to have with myself. But if y'all want to sit there, when I do these little videos stuff like that, I can't really put two spirits. People like, what is two spirits? Y'all don't even know what it means. And I call myself two spirits because I'm still in the loop. You're not gonna close the door because the one thing about when you, and I try to teach you girls like this, and a lot of y'all gonna understand what I'm saying. Y'all will not. Some of y'all just wanna. I have to have a label. I have to have a label in order for me to exist. You don't have to have a label. It is what you decided that you need to be branded. It's like you brand the cows
They livestock the cows and stuff so the owner can be able to identify.
and show them what breed they go to. Y'all need to be branded. Y'all need to be labeled. And the sad part about it is, in order to be a leader standing your truth, you don't take labels. There are birds and there are eagles. Be an eagle. Don't be a bird. Birds fly together. And the thing about it is that when it comes to when you are a transgender woman, I'm going to use that in general. When you're going for a job interview, you say, "Hello, my name is Raven, and I'm a transgender woman." Oh, guess what the whole conversation did? Oh, they doing this, and then it's then they go, okay. Now they moving slowly because now they letting it, they letting it trans. They're saying, no, this bitch just told me she a goddamn man. Okay, well, you know what? It's fine. You walk out the door, girl, this fucking man came inside of me looking for a job, dressing like a woman. Bitch, we gotta have lunch. We got the kiki going on. And that's all it is. And y'all fall right for it. My thing is this: if you say I was born in the wrong body, represent the whole part of it. You say you was a girl, say girl. Don't say no damn tranny. But that's just me. I'm not here to convince you or convert you. If you want to say that's what you are, then that's what you are, honey. I'm not here to convert you. I'm not to convince you. You stand in your truth. Sometimes you need to stand on something in order for you to be strong, and that's where you need to stand. I'm not here to stop you. Boo-boo, that's what you need to do for you. If it works for you, if you like it, I love it. But at the end of the day, it will not work for me. I don't give a fuck if I was walking around with my shit hanging all the way down to my knee. If I say I'm a woman, I'm a woman. I don't give a shit. So, well, and then this whole conversation, well, if you're naturally born a woman, child, I'm not even going to touch that because I love females and not going to do the battling of that. That's not where I'm going. But my whole conversation is that how is it that when you have to tell somebody who you are, we're taught to hate who we are. And I'm going to tell you something. It is a brainwashing job that is hard as hell to break. If they did a good enough job on you, you will constantly be putting yourself in that. You will get so bad that you will look at the Bible and start challenging your beliefs. Anything that's bad, you'll be like, oh, this is why I'm being punished for this. They brainwash you to hate you. They brainwash you to hate you. And the thing about it is that until you wake up to what's being done to you, you're still going to be asleep. But anyway, that's being said, I just want to share this with you because I've noticed that I'm always constantly hearing people crying, oh, I'm gay, and they start crying. And some parents are like, you know what, I love you anyway. But in the back of the mind, you get that question like, then the pictures they take, I'm not going, the pictures they take when you done transition, y'all need to, when y'all look at pictures of gay people or trans people, look at the parents' face sitting there, they be like this. They look so broken. You know why? Because it's not their way. They're just going along to get along. But at the end of the day, you had to go along to get along with a lot of shit they was doing. When she was wrong, when she was cheating, when she was a hoe, she had men coming out the house selling her pussy. You had to go along to get along. When the dad was out there having sex with women, beating up women, having sex with men, beating up men, you had to go along to get along. But isn't it funny how the hypocrite shit started? Don't do as I say. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. But the first thing I want to teach you is that Santa Claus is a real
Stop
man.
lying to your children about Santa Claus. Let them know the real reason why Santa Claus is here is about Jesus, the day Jesus Christ was born. They said, where in the Bible are you? He's not in the Bible. It is the day that Jesus Christ was born, December the 25th. It should be celebrated that way instead of the way it's being presented.
That's the first lie. Easter is the Easter
Now the
rabbit.
days changed for Easter. Was about Easter rabbit, and the Easter egg was April the 12th. Now it's stating that the truth, Easter is the oldest and most important Christian holiday because it celebrates the event Christianity is based on the crucifixion of the resurrection of Jesus. He died and he was murdered and he was put inside of the tomb where he has risen. He was not here, he has risen, and he has rose from the grave.
Don't lie to me. Hell, you've been lying to us since we were little. So then you want to be a hypocrite and tell us not to lie? Me? Come on now. Which one is it? Which one is it? God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Well, last time I checked, they said God took the rib from Adam, if you want to believe the story, from Adam and made Eve. So let's just think about this. God took a male rib with DNA of male and created a female. If you took the rib from Adam, all you just pushed it together, he just made another man, just made it more pretty. That's all it is. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of men out here that look like girls, don't even transition to be girls. But that's a whole other story, because at the end of the day, we talk about Adam and Eve, and they created all these races and stuff like that. Now just imagine, Adam and Eve, black or white, whatever the case may be, they created Chinese, black, Portuguese, Haitian, Jamaican. They also created all these different things, and remind you, these are just two people. So what did the brothers and sisters come from? So they had sex with their brothers and sisters too. I mean, come on, let's think about the story. It's really confrontation if you really think about it. I'm not going to go there with you either. I just want to share this with you, how much the importance of it is that you must stand in your truth and start being leaders and not being followers. And the sad part about it is until you realize that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And like I said before, subscribe to my channel, top this Instagram button. If you follow me, I follow back. Comment below. Let y'all love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
Alright now, here's a song that I wrote a while ago about mother. Check this out, y'all. 9 months pregnant, and my baby was born. God answered my prayers, just like the child grew on. He wasn't like the other boys. He played with dolls and not boy toys. He even designed me an outfit. I was too embarrassed to even wear it. I knew my child was gay. Oh no, not him. I asked my child, are you gay? He just frowned and turned away. Alright now, like I said before, comment below, let me know how you feel about this video. If it hit any points, did it give you something to think about? You know, it's a lot in this world we need to learn. We're human, we fall short, we come up short, and we try to do the best we can to survive. Share my video whether you can. At the top there's an Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Also, there's a PayPal in case you want to donate to this channel. Stand in your truth. Love you. Love you.